Welcome back to Useless Jesus. Today, we're turning up the heat, literally. We're talking about hell, the fiery pit of eternal torment where bad people supposedly go after they die. But here's the thing. Hell is also one of the biggest contradictions in religious belief. How does a loving, all-powerful God create a place of infinite punishment? Why does hell sound more like something out of a horror movie than divine justice? Let's dive into the inferno and figure it out. Let's start with the basics. What is hell? In Christianity, it's a place of eternal punishment for sinners. But the concept of hell has evolved over time. In the Old Testament, there's no mention of fiery pits, just Sheol, a shadowy place where everyone goes. It wasn't until the New Testament that hell became Dante's Inferno with lakes of fire and pitchfork-wielding demons. So, did God change his mind? Or is hell just a scare tactic that got out of hand? Now let's get philosophical. Hell creates a huge problem for the idea of a loving and just God. First, the punishment doesn't fit the crime. You lied once. Eternal torment. You didn't believe in the right God. Eternal torment. Forgot to pray before bed. You guessed it. Eternal torment. This is like burning down someone's house because they parked in your driveway. It's overkill on a cosmic scale. And what about forgiveness? We're told God is all forgiving, but if hell exists, that clearly isn't true. Imagine a parent saying, "I forgive you, but I'm also going to ground you forever." That's not love. That's abuse. Who actually goes to hell? Here's where things get tricky. Some Christians say it's for the worst of the worst, murderers, dictators, people who put pineapple on pizza. Others say it's for anyone who doesn't believe in Jesus, no matter how good they are. So Gandhi, burning in hell. But someone who repents on their deathbed after a lifetime of being terrible, straight to heaven. Make it make sense. Honestly, this system is worse than airline boarding zones. And why would an all-knowing God create people he knew would end up in hell? That's like baking cookies just to burn them. Here's a thought. Maybe hell isn't real at all. Maybe it's just a tool religions use to control people. Think about it. What's scarier than eternal suffering? Hell keeps people in line, makes them afraid to question, and ensures they stick with the faith. It's like the ultimate or else. Believe or burn. But if the only way to keep people moral is to scare them, what does that say about the morality of the religion itself? Shouldn't good behavior come from empathy, not fear? So, if hell doesn't make sense, what are the alternatives? Some people believe in universal reconciliation, the idea that everyone eventually gets to heaven. Others say we just cease to exist when we die, like turning off a light. And some, like me, think we don't need an afterlife to live meaningful lives. At the end of the day, the concept of hell says more about human fear than it does about divine justice. And honestly, I'd rather focus on making this life better than worrying about fire and brimstone in the next. Hell is one of the most powerful ideas in religion, but it's also one of the most problematic. It's illogical, unjust, and frankly, terrifying. But it doesn't have to scare us if we stop taking it seriously. So here's my question for you. Do you think hell is real, a metaphor, or just a really effective bedtime story? Let me know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, keep questioning, keep thinking, and remember, the only fire you need to fear is the one that keeps burning in your brain for critical thinking.